We are here at the Parade of Tables in Aguados, the Aguados Women's Club. Their big fundraiser they have. Lots of people, lots of beautiful tables. Let's walk around and see what they have. Patriotic table. Ooh, beautiful. Pine trees. How festive is Eileen? That's beautiful.
Now, if you could please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. And if you think you recognize them, they were our parking assistants. Give them a round of applause. Our invocation today will be led by Gail Joyce. Gail is the editor of the Acton Aguados News. It's so refreshing and hopeful to see everybody turn out for the 27th annual Aguados Women's Club Parade of Tables. Thank you for coming. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for your gift of love and wisdom. Only you know in the 27th annual Parade of Tables. Don't all these tables look beautiful? We have lots of exciting things in store for you today, as well as some delicious food. There are also beautiful and fun raffle baskets I'm sure you saw and bid on, $500 shopping spree raffle tickets, and some fantastic silent auction items. So make sure that you take a second chance and put some tickets in there. You won't be disappointed. And of course, we couldn't have pulled off this exciting event without the hard work and dedication of my committee. Thank you, Mary Johnson, Pam, Mary Norris, Miley, and Adele. And also all the fabulous and creative hostesses have put in their time and creativity to make it happen. Please give them a round of applause. And a special thanks to Wayne and Connie Spears of the Aguados Airport for letting us use one of their hangars, allowing us to have this huge sold-out crowd. Thanks, Wayne and Connie. It is with great pleasure to introduce and welcome back our host, the Master of Ceremonies for today's event. He is a longtime resident of Aguados. He and his family moved here in 1973 with his father, Ray. They purchased a business which we've all grown to love and appreciate, Boston Henry. He was 17 at the time. He and his two older brothers joined their father in the business. Soon after, he married his wife, Lori. She gifted him with 4 children that have all grown up in our special town here. They have all remained here locally to this day. They have also added 11 grandchildren to the family, which only adds to the Christmas season's excitement. He has served as the Lions Club president for 3 terms and has served on the town council for 14 years. I am honored to introduce and welcome our host today, Don Henry.
wonderful. It's been a couple of years since we've been in, but it's great to have everybody back. What a great community that we all have here to live in. It's a wonderful time. I'd like to welcome everybody this morning. Thank you for your kind words, Julie. I love this community and all the people that have come together to support the good work of the Aguados Women's Club. As Julie said, sound check? Good? Okay. As Julie said, we're going to have a great time today. I think everybody agrees with that. Wow, what can I say about 2020 and 2021? These have been trying times for all of us. Fear of the unknown, isolation, emotional stress, economic uncertainty, and more. But through it all, our resilient community weathered all the elements. Who would have guessed that we would be dealing with toilet paper shortages, homeschooling, drive-by birthday parties, working from home, but we got to wear our pajamas all day long, and the scramble to find good internet service to support multiple Zoom meetings. But our community is strong, and together we have been able to endure the many challenges that COVID-19 presented to us with grace, gratitude, and grit. When we were here in 2019, the Parade of Tables, thanks to the support of the community, was a highly successful fundraiser, and the board of directors and members would like to thank the community for that continued support and the opportunity to serve them. The proceeds from that event netted $30,000. The Women's Club was focused on emergency preparedness for the community. That money provided $5,000 for youth and adult scholarships and local philanthropic activities and programs. $7,200 bought emergency survival kits and storage, allowing the club to be able to service 350 plus residents. $11,500 was spent for acquisition and installation of a backup generator at the club to serve the community in emergency conditions. $1,500 was used for conversion of the restroom to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act. And finally, $4,800 went to the club's general fund. This year, the Women's Club is focused on the beautification of their aging clubhouse. The Renovation Committee has made great strides in achieving that goal. Modifications include making building one level, new windows and doors, additional storage, new electrical, new heating and air conditioning, and much more. The next big project is the remodel of the kitchen. The club is hoping this fundraiser will contribute to meeting the kitchen remodel budget. Additionally, the proceeds from this event will benefit scholarships, local schools, and philanthropic activities. So it seems fitting that we end the year with a big bang and make this 27th annual Parade of Tables event the best ever. Do you agree? We're still waiting for Supervisor Barger, and she's not here.
Yeah, I got word she's going to be quite a bit late, so I'm going to refer to
Okay. So with that being the case, we do have some special presentations today from a couple of our sponsors. Could I have Josh Mann, Could I have Allie from Waste Management and Julie White come to the stage, please? I think first up we have Allie from Waste Management.
Hi everybody, you guys did such a wonderful job I'm a bit shorter than him. But it looks amazing here, and you guys did such a wonderful job, and it's so fun to see the different tables every single year. And Waste Management is proud to support the Aguados Women's Club year after year, and loves to just be a part of it all. So thank you very much.
So I have to say, I think every time we've been here, it just keeps getting bigger and better, and I think that says a lot about the Aguados community, certainly resilient. It's kind of funny, a few years ago, Waste Management's been a long time in-kind supporter of the Women's Club. Member Effie Mandler came to me and she said, Josh, we got to do more. And so it's been our pleasure to support the work of the Aguados Women's Club. I know that over the last few years, been a little more of a challenge, but we are there to support the work that goes on in this community. And this year, we're proud to present, in support of this event, a check for $1,000 for Women's Club. So, and that brings our total, I think, to over $7,500 in cash and in-kind support over the last couple of years. So. Continue to do the great work that you do. Thank you.
And now we have the pleasure of Liz Seelman from Southern California Edison. Liz has taken a lot of heat from this community, but today we welcome her and want to extend our thanks for hardening our power lines to raise the threshold for implementing a PSPS event. Let's give her a warm, friendly welcome.
So thank you, Don. As mentioned, my name is Liz Seelman, and I am here today on behalf of Southern California Edison. This is, I think, at least my second time being at Parade of Tables. It is such a festive and fun event, so it's an absolute pleasure to be here today. So thank you for having us. We're extremely grateful, of course, for our partners here at the Aguados Women's Club, as well as for our community of Aguados. There has been a significant amount of grid hardening, as Don mentioned, work performed here in town. To date, we have installed 350 miles of covered conductor on 9 circuits throughout Aguados and the active communities. Even better than that, this expedited work is nearly complete. It's already resulted in a 75% reduction in public safety power shutoff moving forward compared to today. And when all this work is complete, fully complete in the next couple of months, we anticipate achieving a 97% reduction in public safety power shutoff. So thank you all. Thank you all for your patience, for your resilience through this work as we complete this work. So thank you. So I am here today to present the Aguados Women's Club in partnership with the Aguados Disaster Planning Coalition with a check of $15,000 to support their emergency preparedness and resiliency efforts. Thank you all again for your patience. We appreciate it.
So I'd say that's a pretty good start, don't you? We are also honored to have another guest here today, a very special guest. Acton Aguados Unified School District Superintendent, Dr. Eric Sahakian. Dr. Sahakian took over the reins at the Acton Aguados in July of this year Dr. Sahakian, can you come up and say a few words?
Thank you, sir. Good morning, late morning, I should say. What a wonderful event. Thank you for having us. And I'm a little bit taller, so let me just adjust this a bit. Thank you, Aguados Women's Club, board members, President Ms. Higdon, event chair Ms. Julie White, for the annual invitation. 27 years, and this is my first time here, and I'm blown away by this community builder. So thank you for having us. The Acton Aguados Unified School District is humbled and honored to have your support. We are grateful for the Aguados Women's Club tireless work in support of our students as they place a special emphasis on raising money for scholarships, youth programs, and community programs. Through your collaboration with our district, we've been able to continue working towards our district's mission and vision of academic excellence for all students. On behalf of the school district, we thank you for your unwavering support and care year to year. At Aguados Women's Club, you truly make a difference for us all. And before I step down from the podium here, can we give a big round of applause to the wonderful Vasquez students of the Culinary Arts Program in the back for helping serve the meal this afternoon. Thank you, students, and thank you, Aguados Women's Club. We're truly humbled. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay, looks like lunch is being served. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's delicious lunch. Our caterer today is Christina Wagner of Christina's Creations. Christina is the Culinary Arts Program instructor at Vasquez High School, and your service today are her students. Be sure to leave a gracious, generous gift for them. How many of you have had a chance to check out the raffle tables and silent auction? There's still time. Don't those tables look amazing? Remember, there are only 3 more weeks until Christmas. And look, if you win one of those beautiful baskets, you don't even have to gift wrap the old gift. They're all dressed up and ready to go. That's the best part. There will be 20 random raffle baskets drawn during lunch, so be sure to get your tickets. The rest of the raffle baskets are going to be open until 1:20. Silent auction and shopping spree raffles will end at 1:40. Make sure you take a couple laps around the table. There is something for everyone. Also, don't forget to fill out your People's Choice ballot. You can turn them in to your hostess or drop them off in the People's Choice jar at the raffle sales area. And if you haven't yet, make your way over to the photo corner to snap a few pics for Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's great for individual or group shots. So enjoy your lunch, and we'll be back shortly.
I'd first like to quickly introduce our committee. It currently consists of 4 ladies, in addition to myself. Charlene Mullen, could you please stand? Kat Hupp, Tracy Sherman, and Faith Organ. This committee was initially formed in November of 2019. Yes, 2 years ago. After meeting, debating, planning, and with a very limited budget, brainstorming and membership voting, we started demolition in April of this year, and construction began in June. It's hard to tell at a glance when you drive by, but with the help of many people, we've accomplished a great deal and are moving along nicely. Thank you. If you ladies are still standing, you can sit down now. Okay, throughout this process, we've been very blessed by so many people. Individuals who have compassion, generosity, special talents, pride in community, willingness to help in any way that they could. These people have shown love of our community and the people in it through helping to renovate its only community meeting place and icon, the Aguados Women's Club. As you may know, it is used by organizations such as 4-H, Town Council, the Senior Group, the Library, AA, the pageant, and many others, along with the many fundraisers that the club puts on every year. Now, I will be stating the names of certain companies. However, we know that it is the people behind the company name who carry the spirit of benevolence and generosity. We have 2 tables filled with these such people, whom we would like to honor and recognize for their large parts in the renovation of the club. Please stand as I say your name, and please hold applause because you're going to want to clap a lot. First and foremost, we'd like to recognize Bob Moleski, who lives here in Aguados. Not many people know it, but Bob is kind of a big deal. He was the Carpenters Union Local 1506 president for 5+ years and is a legend in the drywall industry. He came to us in the very beginning and has traveled this road with us every step of the way. He has helped us on every demo day and goes there to work even when we do not. He pitched on our behalf to receive a $2,000 donation from the Carpenters Union, which covered all of our drywall sheeting, drywall supplies, and new insulation. In a few weeks, he'll be hanging drywall throughout the club with his own group of drywall volunteers. He also compelled the Carpenters Union, Local 661, to bless us with volunteer carpenters who worked on 7 different Sunday mornings over a 4-month period with anywhere from 5 to 24 carpenters showing up each time. That man has some influence, and he loves us. Thank you, Bob. That leads me to 3 carpenters representatives attending here today. Jared Langford is a lead representative with Carpenters Union Local 661. There's Jared. And he's here today with his daughter, Delilah. Also attending is Crispin Carrasco and Nicolas Reyes. These men were at the club tool belts on every time, and they are familiar to us. They were key in the leading of other carpenters who came to work each Saturday in the heat of the summer with the generosity of their hearts. We thank all of these individuals. Next, we come to Mr. O, Bob Organ. Once he believed that we were really going to do this, he used his lifelong experience and knowledge and made up our materials list from the floor plan that we gave him. He also worked with the guys from the Carpenters Union to develop solutions when issues came up, and we've had many issues come up. Through his connections and in the construction industry, he effected a complete donation of new siding from Hardy Board and deep discounts on those 3 French doors, 8 new windows, hardware, and other supplies. Mr. O has been a huge asset to the project. Thank you, Bob. Mr. O's wife, Faith Organ, who's rolling her eyes right now, is the epitome of generosity of time and talents. Faith is on our committee, and I can honestly say that we wouldn't be anywhere near where we are today without her. She is an interior designer, an artist, a space planner, a crafter, but most of all, she takes pride in giving from her heart to fill a need. Faith is the backbone of our committee, and she has to be honored today. We love you, Faith. When talking about individuals giving in the way that they can, we thank Tony Jacobs, who owns the shopping center just north of the veterinarian's office. He's allowed us to store all 10 of our racks of tables and chairs in his suites free of charge for months now. Mark Lopez of Lopez Grading and part owner of Homemade Restaurant provided 24 lunches on 2 different Saturdays for the Carpenters Union volunteers. Mark is always there for us when we need trenches dug or tractor work. He definitely has love of this community and our women's club. He couldn't be here today, so he sent his secretary, Victoria Watkins, here to represent him. Thank you to Mark Lopez. Fernando Trejo. From Sunbright Electric, and his wife Anna moved here about 2 years ago from the city. We needed to rewire the club, and he agreed to do it all within our budget, which means he's doing quite a bit at no charge. And he's even made a few suggestions for extras. He's been a delight to work with. He is extremely professional, and he does excellent work. Thank you, Fernando. Myra Vergara from Atlas Roofing Company is here today. Her company just patched all the openings from the old swamp cooler and the old wall heater and other discontinued items on the roof. And she put a new roof on our addition. Her husband Daniel works, they have a business together. They did excellent work, and they made a very reasonable bid for the work. Thank you. Rudy Mejia from Legit Painting and his wife Hazel are here. Rudy lives here in Agua Dulce, and he has painted many homes here in Agua Dulce, including 3 of our committee members. Not only does he do great work, but he really wants to help our club. So between handling the stucco for lots of patching and the stucco on the new addition, he gave us great bids, and we know it will be a job well done. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you for all the gifts you've provided. Giving is a way of life for people like you. And we appreciate your love of community and the generosity in your hearts. You can sit down and keep eating now. Sorry. These are a few people I would also like to honor, even though they are not here today. Westlar Incorporated is a well-known framing company. Faith happened to know Wes since childhood, and she approached him to see if they would help us finish the carpenter aspect of the renovation. Westlar so far has donated 5 days of free labor from at least 3 of their carpenters to continue interior and exterior construction. They've committed to keep sending employees until they are done. A big shout out to Wes and Larry for giving their giving and compassionate spirit. Ray Gaucho is not here. He poured our footings, and he will also be helping the Eagle Scouts to do their projects on the handicap ramp and reposting the patio. He's been extremely helpful to us in solving our floor leveling problem. I'd also like to recognize Nacho Lopez of Indoor Comfort Solutions. He's installing our new HVAC. Kirk Eisenman of KJI Plumbing, who repiped our club. Trish from Agua Dulce Harbor, I don't know if she's here, but she's donated things to our club as we've been working along. Jeff Rankin, who always helps me fill up the trash bin every week with rubble. Jim McKenna, who's dealing with our fire sprinkler system. Morgan, how many people know Morgan? Who did those messy, messy jobs that nobody else wanted to do. Eric Swoger, who has a drywall company. He's going to be doing all of our texture at cost in the club. Lottie and Bruno Frank of Select Paint are donating all of our paint. And there's a whole list of people who came for demo day back in May. We also have many monetary donors to thank, but there is one donor I would like to single out, and that is Ken Garr. Ken, would you please stand? Ken is responsible for donating over $20,000 to the Agua Dulce Women's Club through the sale of his late wife Agnes's lifelong collections and vintage items that we've sold at the flea markets and through eBay sales. Ann Marenko is a longtime family friend of his, and he agreed to donate all of the proceeds if she would sort things out and sell them. She, along with mostly Amanda Buchanan, Amanda Brown, Kat Hupp, and Tracy Dooley, have been working at this for months now, months and months. It's a lot of work, but it has been very rewarding for the club. Thank you, Ken, and all the ladies helping him. So to wrap things up, the theme of our 2 tables today is timely gifts to the Agua Dulce Women's Club renovation. And we have elves all over our centerpieces. The elves are the ones that really make it happen. Those that were mentioned just now are our elves, happily going about the job of making it happen and giving in the way that they can. We of the Agua Dulce Women's Club and the whole community of Agua Dulce express our sincere gratitude for your grace and grit. Thank you.
Metropolitan and urban county, but Supervisor Barger knows our community, understands our core rural values, and is our advocate for maintaining the wonderful lifestyle that we all know and love. She is the one who was able to put the barricades up in front of Gardens of Paradise. And finally was able to restore the peace and quiet for the neighbors and most of the town of Aguados. Supervisor Barger is also holding LA County agencies accountable and requesting review of community concerns of a decades-old project that would bring more than 300 homes on the 900 acres in Aguados. Just 4 days ago, she sent a letter asking for greater transparency and clarity for the project. She cares deeply about our community, listens to her constituents, and then takes action, most of all. Mary?
Supervisor Barger's got a really busy schedule. She started the day off with a foster children event at Magic Mountain before she made her trip out here to Aguados. So we are filled with gratitude that she recognizes our unique community. And we are happy that she understands the grace and grit that it takes to live out here in the special place we call Aguados. We are honored and lucky to welcome her back to the Parade of Tables. Let's give her a warm Aguados welcome.
Thank you, Dawn and Mary. What an honor it is to be here. The last time I was here, I don't know if any of you all remember, I was sicker than a dog. And on the way home, you know what makes you feel better? Ice cream. So on the way home, I had someone drive me and stop at an ice cream parlor. It didn't make me any better, but it sure felt good going down. It's good to be back and good to be healthy. And it's good for us all to be together. And I want to acknowledge Wayne and Connie Spears. A more humble couple, a more gracious, a more giving, for really hosting with the Aguados Airport today. So let's give them a big round of applause. And make no mistake, your town council is representing you well. We do have serious concerns about this project moving forward. This project was entitled a long time ago, but a lot has changed, and it's important for us to recognize what has changed and make sure that there is transparency and that you all are involved. And I promise you I'll be working closely with the town council and with the community to make sure that all the issues and concerns and accountability across the board, because I think it's important. I mean, I drove out here today, and I'll be honest with you, given what's going on downtown, this is a slice of heaven. A slice of heaven. You all have that, and I want to make sure we maintain that for you, especially in the rural neighborhoods. And then I want to acknowledge, I was out here for the Vasquez Rocks. Has anyone seen the new mural out of the Vasquez Rocks? If you haven't, please take time to go out. We came out and dedicated. You all have, I believe, the jewel of the county, parks here, and I've had the pleasure of hiking through it, and it is one of my favorites. And as a matter of fact, I really wanted to actually have a show of opera of all things. I thought it'd be really cool to put lights up and have Red Rock and have a simulcast of the opera downtown, because we get, as the chair, I get to pick a location where I can bring the opera to a community, and I thought, wouldn't that be cool? But instead of being able to pick a location for the opera, I had to deal with a pandemic as chair. But I'm taking a rain check on that, so stay tuned. I just think it'd be a perfect location. And I don't know if any of you have experienced the opera, but it truly is magical, and I can't think of a more magical place to hear and see it. And then you bring up the Gardens of Paradise. When I was driving here, I have to tell you, I had a big smile. Because I see a sign that says entrance 450 feet. And then I see a big sign that says closed. And then I see the K-rails up. And I just want you to know that through this pandemic, I had no tolerance for those. I felt for businesses that were suffering, but I had little or no tolerance for those that were not only totally disregarding health and safety, but disregarding the community. And the lack of respect that was shown, to me, is beyond incomprehensible, and it's not something that I am going to allow to continue. So stay tuned on that, and the guardrails, or the K-rails will stay up until, well, I don't know how long. As far as I'm concerned, they're up for good. And then last but not least, Dawn and I were talking about Edison and the safety-powered outages by Edison and the community's experience with this. You know, Dawn said when he gets that call, he gets butterflies in his stomach. Thanksgiving of last year was really ruined for many people. And I said to him, I get the notifications and I get the butterflies too, and I still have my electricity. So I can only imagine how you all feel as it relates to having a power outage. And I love the fact that they gave you 15,000. That is, we're gonna get more. But I will say that they have been communicating far better. And we are going to continue to work together. I've learned one thing from the pandemic. Communication is the key. And I don't know about y'all, but I find now that people do not communicate. It's my way or the highway. And a lot is getting lost in translation. So I want to recognize Stephanie English, who's been taking a lot of the calls on my staff, senior deputy. But also just know that we are having monthly discussions with Edison, and we are ensuring that they give back to the community in ways that go beyond that. And so, you know, I don't know when they're going to get it all done, but we are working closely with them. And then last but not least, I want to thank you all. It's been a tough year. I look around at all these beautiful tables, and I think that's been a good outlet for you all to put something together. And so I want to give you all a little something on behalf of the county to thank you for everything you're doing. I'm giving $5,000 to the Aguados Women's Club on behalf of the county.
Well, thank you, Catherine Barter. We appreciate it. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you showing up here today. And we definitely appreciate your spirit towards keeping our community what it is. And I think that's what we all appreciate. Thank you very much. And we're also glad you were able to fit us into your schedule. So that's great. We're going to take a little 5-10 minute break here, and we'll come back and start the festivities. So enjoy the rest of your meal, and we'll be back with you soon.
Vasquez High School, and I lead. So we thank you all for including, joining us today to have a table. And because of that, and we do give part of the proceeds to some of the local schools, we thought we would do something special. I'm sure you've all seen the popular TV show Shark Tank. Entrepreneurs pitch their product, service to the sharks in order to gain backing or support for their business. We're going to have representatives from 5 organizations come up and give a 2 to 3 minute timed pitch on why they want you, the sharks, you are all going to be sharks today, on why they want you to support and contribute to their organization. This is an opportunity for them to showcase their local organization, and the goal is to keep those organizations and clubs thriving. Their pitch should include what the club is, who they serve, and how they're going to spend their money. You, the sharks, determine with your own money if you think the pitch is fundable. You'll show your support by pledging money to their organization. There should be some lavender forms on all of your tables that say Shark Tank. If you don't have those, pass those out. Listen to the pitches. And then fill out the Shark Tank form. When you leave, you'll stop by the checkout area to make your payment and show your support for your favorite organization. Look for energy, clarity, passion, and an entertaining pitch. Earlier today, the 5 organizations drew numbers to determine the order that we'll go in. So I'd like to have all 5 representatives come up to the stage, and we'll have a seat up here so that we're ready to go. And we're going to have Cheryl Bromley, our official timer, because when we say a 3-minute pitch, you're going to get a 1-minute warning and a 30-second warning, and then you're done. So, Cheryl, come on up. Right here. And you can, perfect. Okay, what we do for the organizations today, we've got the Meadowlark School PTO, we've got the High Desert Booster Club, we've got the Vasquez High School PTSO, and also I lead Aguados, and then we also included Patty Rankin with the Women's Club Renovation Committee. So, first up is Heather Milioti from Meadowlark School. So, you've got 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm not going to go over on time. Don't worry. My name is Heather Milioti, and I'm the Vice President of PTO for Meadowlark Elementary. Parade of Tables is an amazing opportunity for organizations to finish out their year strong with generous donations. With the help of Meadowlark's principal, amazing teachers, and dedicated volunteers, PTO has stayed in a great financial state. So, with that being said, we would like to show our support to our sister organization, ASMO. And they are amazing, and our kids would not have music in our schools without their hard work. With the music concerts being canceled 2 years in a row, it's been very hard to fundraise to build back those losses that they've lost, because the concerts pull in a lot of money. We sell food, we sell flowers, we sell anything you can sell, we sell there. And that makes a lot of money to pay that teacher's salary for the year. The children and parents all love music in the schools. Without that, you won't be able to see your son, daughter, grandchild stand on the stage and wear cute little Christmas outfits and sing their Christmas songs. The children, this is an amazing nonprofit organization, and I'm hopeful with the community's help, it'll stay in our schools for years to come. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Heather. That's great. To instead of keeping the money for your organization, passing it on to somebody who really needs it. We love that. Next up, we have Patty Rankin representing the Aguados Women's Club Renovation. And same thing, you'll have 3 minutes with a 1 minute and then a 30-second warning.
You also won't need to time me. How can we come up here and try to get you to give us money rather than the kids in school, because the kids are our future, right? Yeah. So as you heard me talk earlier, we have a lot of things already paid for through grants or donations or fundraisers for the club. We got new electrical, new paint, new windows, new floor, new HVAC, new everything, except the only thing that we don't have covered financially for yet is to finish the kitchen. The kitchen is the core of the house, right? So we need to finish that. We need a little bit more funding to get that approved by the membership. We need cabinets, we need countertops, sinks, and a new oven. So if you have any dollars left after you contribute to these kids and everything else you spent money on today, if you have a few dollars left and you want to pass it our way, we'll take it and we'll apply it towards the kitchen. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thanks Patty. And next up we have Christy Lewis representing the High Desert Booster Club. Same thing, 3 minutes.
Good afternoon. I'm Christy Lewis, and as you can see, we have brought our Hawks with us. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Frank Hoffman and Mr. Rick Brummer from the Placerita Canyon Nature Center with their red-tailed hawk and Harris's hawk. Now, keeping with the theme of our Parade of Tables, we would like to express our gratitude to you and you for coming out to share the grace and the grit that these beautiful birds of prey exhibit. High Desert Hawks know how to soar. This is being exhibited by the exciting and interactive programs that are being brought to our school and others that we have on the horizon. First of all, we have our fantastic new principal, Mrs. Michelle Van Ornum. We've all known and loved her for years. We just celebrated the groundbreaking opening of the CTE College and Career Lab, spearheaded by Mrs. Alfred Walsh. Fantastic news there. And staff and students and faculty are collaborating on a new PBIS positive behavior committee that teaches and incentivizes good moral behavior as we rebuild our school pride and strengthen our school community. Now, on the horizon, we have a few more goals to put into place for our students, and this is where all of you come in. Mary Johnson invited each of us to present our goal or project that we're trying to achieve. And at High Desert, we are the recipients of the generosity of this community. We thank you for supporting us, and your students. 2 projects we would like to reach out for your help and donations as we build programs in school pride are: 1, we would very much like to put in a wired audio system for our gymnasium. Okay. This would benefit the many school sports, ASMO performances, and award assemblies that we host at our school. The other idea is we are excited about is purchasing a school mascot uniform. Now, we can't have these beautiful birds and Rick and Frank at our school every week, but we can have a weekly or a school uniform mascot for our weekly spirit days and sporting events. Thank you all in advance for all the help that you have given and donations you may give. And then we're going to do something right now. On 3, we're going to say, "Go Hawks." Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go Hawks! Woo! Thank you.
I haven't seen Frank in years. I used to work at Placerita Canyon Nature Center. So thanks, Christy. That was another great pitch. And next up, we have Samantha Brooks representing Vasquez High School. Samantha. And somebody else. So introduce yourself.
My name is Aislinn Cameron, and I'm just here for moral support.
Good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is
Fantastic. Yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cindy Rose Johnson. I'm your current junior Miss Aguados. Thank you.
Keep going.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Annika Johnson, your current young Miss Aguados.
Fantastic. And we have Little Miss.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Hartley Bishop, Little Miss Aguados.
Fantastic. And the Tiny Miss.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Letelier, and I'm your Tiny Miss Aguados.
Fantastic. Okay, drum roll, please. Now for the moment, we're going to be drawing the 3 tickets. Okay, so I'm in a row. So do you know who's going to draw the first one? Okay, good. And the first one is for, I believe it's a 50, let's see, $50. Reach in there and grab it. Let's see who it is. And the winner of the $50 prize is Billie Jean Pence. Billie Jean, are you here with us tonight? I don't see a hand. Oh, we do. Right there. Here she comes. She's coming. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And the second ticket to be chosen here is for second place, which is $100. Go ahead. Let's see. Let's get this one back. Okay, so we'll turn here. Let's see.
Amanda Beckham.
Amanda Beckham. $100, yes, there we go. And lastly, this is the big one. This is the $500. Spin them up good here. Annette Lane. Is there an Annette Lane in the house here tonight? Annette, you're the big winner of the $500 championship. Step right up. Annette, she's coming. And now we're down to the final award, which is the People's Choice Award, and it's going to be and Nicole's going to come forward here and tell us who the winner is of the People's Choice. She's the president of the Women's Club, once again.
Hi everyone, I know it's been a long day. Thank you so much for being here. Really quickly, I just want to thank the Parade of Tables Committee. You guys took a chance that we'd be able to pull this off, and you guys worked so hard. So thank you to everyone on the Parade of Tables Committee. Let's give them a round of applause, you guys. They work really hard. So without further ado, we had a tie. So for People's Choice, we had a tie, and the favorite tables are Mary Norris's table for Be Sweet, Be Kind, Be You, tied with Meredith Felgatter's table at Acton School, Asmo. Congratulations, you guys. We'll deliver certificates to you, and I have a little prize money for you as well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Nicole. Well, what a fantastic group of people here today. I'm so moved at the generosity that everybody's shown. What a wonderful group. It's a great day here in Aguados. And one last thing, we're going to sing a song called Happy Birthday to Gail. So everybody join me. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gail. Happy birthday to you. Now where is Gail? Can we get... Okay, she knows who she is. Fantastic. I'd like to thank everybody for decorating the tables. They did such a wonderful job. I know all the effort it takes. And on the count of 3, we're each going to say a word as fast as we can. 3 times quick. Let's see who can do the word toy boat. Say it 3 times fast. 1, 2, 3. Nobody even had it. Okay, good. Well, I guess you can all ready to go home. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to the people that contributed. Thank you to everybody. Had a wonderful time. Can't wait to do this again next year. And have a merry, merry, happy, Merry Christmas.